With the Heart Squad training with the elves and the dryad, they would be able to unlock their ultimate magic. So far, we've only seen one of these characters use their ultimate magic on the screen, that being Luck Voltia, who activated Lightning Battle Fiend, where he'd go on to defeat multiple mid-ranking devils with ease. And since we know that Luck's spell was likely inspired from Raijin, a Japanese thunder god known for being fiend-like, which actually matches up with the spirit of Luck's character, a berserker, a battle fiend. And that leads us along the way for us to predict what the ultimate magic of other characters will be like. So in today's video, I'm going to predict and theorize what Charmy's ultimate magic would be like, and believe that she would be incredibly powerful, and I have lots of ideas. Even the possibility of her performing assimilation with her giant wolf, similar to that of Yuno's Spirit Dive or Asta's Devil Union. So that being said, Raid Shadow Legends has millions of players and thousands of ways to play, but its heart and soul is the jaw-droppingly gorgeous champions, and they are introducing an entirely new playable faction, and that is the Shadowken. As you can see, the Shadowken are heavily inspired from the myths of medieval Japan, along with a lot more of Asian influences. If you are interested in that, a fantasy universe with Asian influences, they got ninjas, samurai, oni, and a lot more. They're shrouded in mystery. No one's heard from them for hundreds of years up until just a few months ago when they revealed themselves as an ally with the dwarves in the Nasirian Union. Are they good? Are they bad? Why they returned? And why now? My two favorite Shadowken champions are Gentoro and Bloodmask, and for me, it's just the look. They look absolutely badass and so cool, and that is why they're my favorite champions. There's a lot of fun you can have with them. What I love about this game is that very good graphics, so much to do, and you can play it however you want. There's a lot of new stuff coming to Raid, as this month they're releasing 11 new champions, and they're also releasing 200 brand new missions with a new exclusive legendary champion as your reward if you finish them all. And also they're adding 5 new levels to almost every single dungeon in the game, and that is just this month that they're adding. Raid is getting bigger and bigger every single month. So what are you waiting for? Use my links below, and you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in the game. Good luck, and I'll see you in there. You can find the game under Broku72, and if you're fast enough, you can join my clan. It's that easy. Just click the link in the description, and I'll see you in the game. So Charmy trained with the Heart Kingdom to learn true magic, as well as runes and arrays. Also, she would then go on to train with the elves and the dryad, then advance on top of that to learn ultimate magic. Now when it comes to the ability to learn ultimate magic for Charmy, it would likely be the easiest of anybody there, besides the elves. This is because she has an insane amount of magic power, being that of a dwarven hybrid. Now the Heart trainees were said to be able to learn ultimate magic despite having not too much mana, not having elven level mana. That's because they could use true magic to bring in more nature's mana, and thus the conditions are met. But not only does Charmy have true magic with runes and arrays, but she also has the level of dwarven mana, which while different than elves as a type of mana, it is still essentially at their level, as when just the rage of Charmy causing her dwarven mana to leak into her normal state, Vanessa and company thought that her mana was on the level of elves. Then her full-on hybrid form would logically be above that. So when you pair the two of these together, I do believe that Charmy, out of all the Heart Squad, will have the best ultimate magic and have the best control of it. Although I do believe it is also possible that Noelle's will overall be the best as well, especially if she has goddess blood running through her veins. But besides Noelle, I believe Charmy will be the strongest by far. So now the first thing I need to mention is that we know that ultimate magic is heavily tied to the soul, as stated by the Dryad. So this means that Charmy's ultimate magic would likely have something that reflects her soul. And we know that Charmy is a glutton. She loves to eat, she loves food, it's everything we know about her. And so far, in her hybrid state, the giant wolf acts like a spirit or familiar. This is because it can talk and have conversations, and seems different from just being a spell. I have theorized for a while this wolf could be Fenrir, the wolf god of the apocalypse from Norse mythology. Now when it comes to giant wolves, Fenrir is the most popular and recognizable one in history, and Fenrir is known for his appetite, as he aims to eat the multiverse come Ragnarok. Charmy's wolf also eats everything, as her second magic is food magic, as he eats all the magic around and then gives her that power. And also, Fenrir is heavily tied to the dwarves, as the Aesir gods commissioned the dwarf to create Gleipnir, which they use to bind him. We'll come back to Gleipnir later. But if Charmy's wolf has this many glaring connections to Fenrir, then I believe it is highly likely that this actually is Fenrir. It might be that in Black Clover, when the gods commissioned the dwarves to bind him, they might have just sealed him within Charmy's hybrid state, since she is half human, and it seems that he is binded to her, or at least bonded to her, since he hasn't chosen to leave her. Maybe the reason Charmy is such a glutton is because of Fenrir's influences while he is sealed inside of her. She eats everything because he needs to eat everything. And what I think Charmy's ultimate food magic will be is either her eating the wolf Fenrir or the wolf eating her, and then doing a sort of spirit assimilation together, fusing, and she'll get an extremely powerful transformation. Possibly where she can eat literally everything around her, like not just devouring magic and powering her, but also devouring physical objects and turning that into power as well. This could make for a huge player by also allowing her to consume devil mana or devil powers, and thus using that to convert her power into arcane properties so she could actually kill a devil. At least a high-ranking one, or maybe even a supreme one given the chance. With her powers massively augmented, I would love for Charmy to use cotton magic and food magic at the same time, and further amplify her dwarven powers. Now, if you're still at this video, that means you like it, so please drop a like down below, also subscribe and turn notifications. You can join my Discord, or you can follow me on Twitter, and also a huge shout out to Polsky Art for another amazing commission. I've been getting so many commissions from him, but I just love it. Saves me time for making thumbnails, and I get to support artists in the community, and it's better than anything I could make. So huge shout out to them. You can follow them on Twitter and get commissions from them if you are interested. Now back to Gleipnir. When it comes to Gleipnir, it's another connection to Charmy, and Norse mythology, and Fenrir, as it is often described as soft wool in the myths, but it is harder than any chain. While Charmy is cotton magic, she creates a sheep, and sheeps produce wool. So that is another connection between the Norse mythos and this wolf that is probably Fenrir. But since the Aesir gods are not strong enough to bind Fenrir themselves, they ordered the dwarves to make bindings. They made it out of seemingly impossible concepts. The sound of a cat's footsteps, the beard of a woman, the roots of a mountain, the sinews of a bear, the breath of a fish, and the spittle of a bird. Which, interestingly enough, a lot of these could be found within the Black Bulls, or at least the basis of them. Rouge is a fate cat. Grey could possibly transform into a female with a beard. Sekre is a bird that can make spittle because she's a bird and has a human form, or is really a human with a bird form. And Noelle could be the breath of a fish, since she has a mermaid form. Mermaids are typically known as half fish, half human creatures. As for the sinews of a bear, maybe one of Yami's beasts, that could be it. And as for the roots of a mountain, honestly, I don't know how that one could be tied to the Black Bulls, but maybe there's something out there. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking of. Let me know down below if you can find a connection between the roots of a mountain within the Black Bulls. Maybe she somehow gets this connection via training with Veto during the time being, since we do know that he has beast magic, and that allows him to use spells of a bear. So maybe that's how you get the bear part. But I mean, Yami having the beasts could also work. But if Gleipnir is something that could possibly be used by Charmy and Fenrir the wolf, now that he is unbinded when she activates her hybrid state, then it might be something that she could use against enemies, binding them down, and if caught, they would be unable to break from them. I also like how a few of these characters also make sense to be connected to Gleipnir. You have Sekre's sealing magic and Rouge's fate manipulation. It does seem if you did combine fate magic and Sekre's sealing magic, that would be one hell of a binding spell. Maybe that's how they make Gleipnir. Maybe that part of the combination is how Gleipnir is spiritually and thematically created. So for example, Charmy's ultimate magic is fusing with the giant wolf, and then using the bindings of Fenrir called Gleipnir. I could easily see her taking on high-level devils, and maybe even going against high-ranking devils of the supreme tier. If this is Fenrir, that means he would be a Jotunn, which is the evil race of gods in Norse mythology, a mythic parallel to devils, but not devils. And in Black Clover, the Jotunns have been mentioned, so this is another connection possibly between Fenrir, Norse mythology, and Black Clover. This means that we may have an interaction between a supreme level devil and a Jotunn, which I would love this interaction. I really want to see how the wolf, a Jotunn god, a wolf god, and a supreme devil would talk and interact with each other. If Jotunn and devil are two different races in Black Clover, what is just higher? Or are they just on different levels, different paths? Would a Jotunn be above a devil, or a devil above a Jotunn? That is something I would love to see answered if this is where Tabata is going. Would they recognize each other as different races of evil gods, or would they just fight each other and not recognize something like that? But yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Charmy fusing with a wolf, or the wolf that she has, via them eating one or the other, and then we get a Super Saiyan 4 looking version of Charmy that is drastically stronger than anything we have seen from her. This form allows her the magical ability of eating anything. Basically, the wolf, it can eat magic and turn that into power. Charmy can eat physical objects like food, she doesn't necessarily turn that into power, but what if she combines these abilities? And when she fuses with the wolf, let's call him Fenrir, and she's in this like wolf assimilation form, she can eat anything. She can eat magic, turn that into power, eat physical objects, turn that into power, or create weapons with it. I'm not really sure, there's so much you could go for it. She just converts everything that she eats into her own might. Imagine if some devils have objects from the other world like Zagred had the trident. Imagine if she ate one of those supreme devils' weapons and then stole its power. That would be absolutely amazing. Jotunn and dwarves teaming up against devils. That'd be another reason why I read and love Black Clover, and why it is my favorite manga or comic that I have ever read. But I want you to let me know your thoughts of this theory down below. What do you think Charmy's ultimate magic will be? And do you think she might fuse with the wolf by eating it, or it eating her? Using cotton food magic at the same time, and then also allowing her to eat literally anything. Well, maybe not anti-magic, but still. And using this power to whoop on some high-ranking devils, maybe some higher-level supreme devils. With Asa's Devil Union needing to recharge, and maybe more gates opening, maybe this version of Charmy will be a way of how they defeat a supreme-level devil with the Devil Union and the anti-magic out of commission for the meantime. Like I said, I think that thanks to her having a high amount of mana, being a half-dwarf, she will be the best at using ultimate magics, and she will meet the requirement that elves have for ultimate magic. Either she will be the strongest of the Heart Squad, or that honor will fall to that of Noelle. But all that I know is that she will always be a relevant character because she is a hybrid. Now, I can make this type of theory on other characters as well, like Leopold, Sekre, Mimosa, or even the other elves and what their ultimate magic might be, since you just kind of have to look at what their spirit or soul is like, and they would get a spell or a form like that. Like, if you look at Licht's ultimate magic, it was combining the power of everybody into one, and Licht is the leader of the elves, so he is basically controlling, in a good way, I guess, everybody. Everybody is under him. He is essentially leading over everybody, so that's why everybody gave them, well, they didn't have a choice, he just took their magic because he's leading over them. That would make sense why ultimate magic is tied to the soul. It kind of is what your spirit or soul is like, is what your ultimate magic is going to be. So if you just look at any of these characters, you can kind of guess what they might have. So I have an actual pretty good theory going on that's floating around my head for Mimosa. I've written down a few things, and it would actually be pretty epic for the story if I'm right. So let me know if you are down for actually seeing an ultimate magic theory for Mimosa. It was actually taking inspiration from one of my older theories about her, and that she might be able to actually prevent the deaths of people who have already died, thanks to a possible connection and a relation. So that being said, let me know your thoughts of this theory down below. Comment and tell me what next character you want me to do, make a theory video on for what their ultimate magic might be. We might be running out of time soon because we're getting closer to the point where their ultimate magics might be being revealed. But please leave a like if you did enjoy, comment your thoughts, subscribe, turn notifications. You can join my Discord, and you can follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to check out Polski Art. He does a lot of amazing commissions. If you want art from them, go to their Twitter link down below and message them. With that being said, hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...